Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update Show, The Breakfast Club. Yes, daily is kind of a loose word going on the last couple days because there ain't been much news, but we're going to have hot takes today, which is coming in to you live on a Monday, October 13th. So it's we are literally, we said it yesterday, army crawling through this international break. And when is it going to be over? Well, it's going to be over on Saturday, and we face Stoke City. And that is when it all begins. And I have an idea. It's time for us to wake up. And I think we're going to come out swinging hard. I think we're going to come out like Clubber Lang and Rocky 3. And I'm excited about getting back into football, and all should do. Everyone should be as well. Yeah, there's a couple articles here. Phil Parkinson talking about the championship and the recruitment getting back. We've always talked about how long is this elastic band going to be for this. I hate to say this gelling word. I'm going to say gelling. Well, I think we're going to come back in, and we're going to come back in ready to rock and roll 6 to midnight on Saturday. We have a tough end of October, which is going to be testing us. But I believe that we are ready for the challenge. I believe that the results aren't exactly where we should be, and I believe that we're going to come out and we're going to surprise some people, including ourselves, and how well it's going to happen. And I'm hoping that. I'm very positive about that. Yes, I'm also negative at the same time because I'm being realistic, and I want us to come back, and I want us to come back swinging hard. Anyways, thanks for coming in. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the Local Pundit if you haven't already. Become a member. We got new members coming in. We had a debut yesterday as well, which is great. So listen, the breaks are never easy. The breaks are never easy, but we're back at it again. Wayne's in the house. What's going on, Wayne? How are you doing? Let's effing go then. Good day, y'all. Nikki D's here. Andrew C's here. Andrew, you're in the chat all the time, and we need you to come in and talk too. And also, as we're going live, that's my phone going off. It's not my mother or my mother-in-law, so we'll not be getting that. Aaron's in the house. He's got a show later on. He's doing Champ Chat. And g'day. And yo says Habs. And gelling is a place in Denmark. Well, yeah, you spell it with a J. I'm spelling it with a G. But anyways, all right. Article up here in the leader, and we'll talk about this. I'll give my hot take. What's going on? Wrexham AFC, Phil Parkinson on championship recruitment. No, good quotes here, which brings me to my point. I'm going to bring that down because it's ugly, and you want to see the hospital bedroom too, right? Exactly. So Parkinson admits they're playing catch up in the transfer market over the summer because how quickly the club has climbed the football pyramid. They needed championship-ready players. Okay, now I believe we have those championship players on the pitch. Now, have they been playing well together? I think at moments we played spectacular. I think we have one of the best squads in the league, in my opinion. So Parkinson said, of course, we spent money this summer, but we have come into a division which clubs like Stoke, who were playing on Saturday, West Brom, Norwich, have been building strong structures for years. Now, can't use that as an excuse. It is a fact, but not an excuse, okay? It is a fact, but not an excuse, because ultimately we need to win football matches, and we want to get promoted. And I think that once we get back, it is the wake-up call. I think we're going to come back strong, and I think we're going to come back, and Parkinson's side's going to be fit and firing. In my opinion, that's what I think is going to happen. We've been stifled with some injuries as well. Parkinson went on to say they got a Category 1 academies who are producing players, so we've been playing catch-up. Each time we get promoted. Now, this is something that's always come up in the last several years. Talking about the academy, all those things. The academy is not just used to bring players in. It's also used to sell players on, get money into the club. Now, I don't think money is an issue for us at all. We spent money. We spent 33 M's. We could go back and spend money in January, but I don't think that's an issue for us. I think the issue is just us getting this right. I want to, and I'm in the minority here, and this is only because I love the club. I'm going to go to bat for it every time to win and to move forward. Yes, you want to have some balance, but I want to extend the elastic band as long as we could without snapping it. So maybe we get to the playoffs. Maybe we get the opportunity to do that. I want to extend that elastic band. I want to see how well we can do. I want to challenge the norm and what everyone says. And the John Merrills, who I love, was like, well, it's the championship and all this stuff. And Habs is also in there too. It's a championship. This is how it's going to go down. Why not challenge that? That's my thought process. And I think the start of that comes when we come back on Saturday against Stoke. Why not? Let's go. These are tough games coming up, by the way. Tough games coming up. It is. I'm going to read you the fixture list real quick before I move on to the rest of his rest of Parkinson's quotes here. Ready? Fixture list looks like so: Stoke City, Oxford away. Okay, Middlesbrough, we're at top of the table. Cardiff City, and then Coventry City at home. This is a tough. And then we got Portsmouth right there as you sneak in Charlton. It's tough. It is a murderer's row. It is a murderer's row. But it's time for us to step up and be competitive in the league, and I think we can do that. He talks about having the players to be championship ready. Well, you don't think Kiefer Moore is definitely ready? Josh Windass is definitely ready. Lewis O'Brien is definitely ready. Haim is definitely ready for that. I would say half of the guys on the pitch, if not more, that are playing right now are prepared and ready for this league. And there shouldn't be this. I know there's a gelling period, but there shouldn't be this. The only player that I think has to grow into the league and it's done fairly well would be a Max, for example. Hardy's also played in this league. AO, there's only those players. Doyle has played in the league. So it's not about growth and getting into that. We have players that are ready for the championship. Parkinson says it right here. Goes on to say, and I quote, to be competitive at this level, we've had to bring in a core of championship-ready players because everyone knows it's an unforgiving level. Well, we've done that. We've done that with 13 players. Issa Kabore is probably say a level above, in my opinion. Issa Kabore is definitely a level above. So, okay, Habs makes you right there. Dobson is growing to the league as well. I think Dobson is doing fantastic. I do. So you're definitely right about that. Haim and Shafe, those are championship-ready players. So when we get back, what's the excuse we're going to use at this point? I'm saying I don't think there should be any more excuses. Everyone, like yesterday, they said it should be till Christmas. I don't think we should have any more excuses. I think we should be on the pitch with the players that are ready to go. Minus every team's going to have injuries. I don't think there's any more excuses, and I believe that the team on the field can go out and win these football matches. My frustration up until this point is for the fact that we haven't been able to put the games away, and those wins became draws, and those draws became losses. Those draws stayed draws. That's it. So I think we have those. We are competitive enough. We're not getting blown out by anybody other than I would say the Millwall match was no, not Millwall. What team? We got blown out by one team. What the hell? I'm losing my mind here. It's been a long, slow week. We got blown out in one game. Hold on one second. As I do this, touching buttons. Here we go. We got blown out. QPR match. We got blown out. 3-1. I should have been 3-0, but got a brace, got a goal at the end. Up until that, we have been competitive, and Parkinson knows that. And I think that ultimate frustration, I think, is going to be set aside. These 2 weeks, and I hated it. I hated having a back-to-back kind of within a short amount of time international break. But hopefully, it gets our players back. I'm right now. I don't want to use these excuses anymore that we don't have championship player ready team and the gelling. All that's got to go. All that's got to go for me. And the reason why I'm so confident that because I think that Parkinson could turn this team into a team that will compete to get into the playoffs, and we'll see what happens. That's where I'm at. SDC says, Dr. J says, I think the coaching staff has had to grow into the league as well. That's a good shout too. That's a good shout. But Parkinson's been here before. Parkinson's been with him. So what else are we missing there? It's a good shout, but we've been here before. So we are playing catch up in so many ways. We are extending it, and that's what we didn't expect to do that, but now we expect to do that. So will we be disappointed at times? Sure. Are we going to win every match? No. Are we going to lose games we should have won? Are we going to win games we should have lost? Absolutely. All those things are going to come into play. But coming back after the 2 weeks, I think Kiefer Moore is going to be dead tired when he comes back. Although Broadhead didn't play, I believe, in the last match, which is good. And Issa Kabore didn't play either in his match. So those are two things that two players that should come back and be ready. Can we get Kakache back and put that actual starting 11 together that will look like a side that's going to come out fit and firing against Stoke City, against Oxford, and then against Middlesbrough? That's 9 points right there. If we get, we're not going to get all 9. We're not going to get all 9. But let's say we get 6 or 4. Okay. All right. 2 out of 3 wins ain't bad. I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. For those of you out there, you know the name of the the name. Like that's a pop. I think we can get 6 points. I think we can get 6 points. I do. I don't know what you think. Out of the next 3 matches, actually, let's do this. Out of the next till the end of meatloaf. By the way, I'm thinking in my head meatloaf. For the end of this, where is this? Come on, kids. Fixtures. To the end of October, Stoke City. Probably, I think we can win that match. Oxford, we can win. Oh, that is my mom. I'm not going to get it. Oxford, Middlesbrough, Cardiff. That's a cup match. But so we have 3, 6, 9, 12 points that are left available in October. If we come out with 6 or 8 or somewhere in that 9, I think we're in good shape. But I want to come back and I want the push to begin. I want to start creeping up the table. We were up, then we were down. And I always say this, stop digging a hole for ourselves. Because if we dig this hole, it'll be tough to get out. And I would think that the manager and the owners didn't spend 33 million pounds just to make up the numbers. So I just want to put that out there to everybody. Let me see. Moore is on the bench today. That's good. Dr. J, are they playing right now? That I don't know. And Esteban says 5 points, not good enough. Esteban, not good enough. 5 out of 12. I don't know if that's good enough. I don't know if that's good enough. A win and 2 draws. That's 3 games. Okay. And if you take Stoke, Oxford, Borough, Coventry, I'd say 1, 2, so 12 to 15 points. 12 to 15 points in 4. I don't know that. Oh, Belgium is halftime 2 on Wales. Well, that's a big game match for them too. But I don't think that's good enough. I think we got to come out with 7 or 8. I think we have to come out with 7 or 8. I don't know when the no excuses starts. I don't know. 5 from 9, Esteban's saying. 5 from 9. 5 from 9. Andrew says, agree, Josh. Now is the time to show that we are now a team that know each other. Yes. I don't want that excuse anymore, that we don't know each other. We do. These players know how to play with each other. Good players know how to play with each other. Hab says we can beat Oxford. Middlesbrough and Coventry is going to be extremely hard. They're in really good form. No, Coventry is in their best form. They're plus 20 goal diff. That's a game you would go at home and expect to lose. That's one that if we draw at home, great. But it's still a home match. It's still a home match for us. But at this right now, our home form isn't that great. Is not that great. Michelle Parkinson went on to say, all of a sudden we're in League 2. Wrexham were amazing attraction, although we did fight hard for the players who were above that level. He brought players in. So he's saying we don't have players that are above the level. We have players that are at this level. So it's not like we brought Premier League players in. We have players that are at this level. He said, but here in the Championship, Parkinson, we've had to compete with clubs for players. No shit, Sherlock. Obviously, you've got clubs with fantastic stadiums and great facilities, etc. We've had to make sure that players who come for us for talks with us understand the version of the club and the story as well. Very interesting comment there. Let me read that again. We've had to make sure that players who come for talks with us understand the vision of the club and the story as well. Last part here. You don't have to sell it too much. But years ago, before the documentary came out, I had to really explain the direction of the club, but it's out of there for everyone else to see. It's out there for everyone else to see. So Parkinson's saying, didn't sell anyone to come to Wrexham. Okay, maybe it was a money thing. I think we lost out on Jordan James, which sucks. I think he's a fantastic player. But what Parkinson's saying, they're not, which I agree and also disagree at the same time. Talking on both sides of my ass. He's saying basically that they have to understand the vision of the club and the story as well. So do you buy in? Now, whether that is a real talking point in their meetings, trying to get players and agents to agree to come to the club, interesting story. Like, is that what it is? So he's not just looking at players on the pitch, they're looking at character guys, they're looking at guys that come into play, and they're looking at things where it's like, you want to be full 360 view into what the club is. I don't know how long that will play. And I could be wrong about that. let's say we're going to the Prem. We're trying to get to the Prem this year. Let's say we don't get into the Prem this year. We go again next year. Okay, put another 30 M's in. Do you think that Premier League players, maybe, I don't know, I could be wrong. Do you think that selling them on the story, the Welcome to Wrexham story, is a selling point? I hope so. But money does talk. So I don't know. We'll see. That's a very interesting comment by him too. They don't have to sell it. We're actually, if I was a player right now, if I was 22, 23 years old, when I was 22, 23 years old, and someone came with the opportunity to do this, I'd be right there in 2 seconds. Hands out. Boom. Sign me up. Aaron says, what's up, Aaron? Aaron has a show in about an hour and a half. Aaron, time is your show? I don't know, like maybe an hour and 15 minutes. I don't think we should put expectation on the team this season. Sean Harvey has already called this season a free hit. I disagree with that. I don't care what he says, dude. You're investing money into a team. You have to have expectations. Otherwise, you're just going to float. Come on now. That is an app. Even though he said it, he doesn't. I don't think he fucking means that. Come on. You're running a business. It's a football team. It's a football team going out there when, it's a free hit. He said it. I heard him say it. But I think that's a bullshit comment, and I think that's it's not a free hit. There's no free hits, man. There's no free hits in anything. When you're investing money, $1 maybe, there's no fucking free hit. And putting expectation on a team, Aaron, are you just mediocre? I'm sorry, dude. I completely disagree with that. I think that is, and I love you, brother. I love you. Why would you not put expectation on the team? Why are we all investing in our time into this? Just to be like, cool, we're here? No. I think that is the shittest take of all time. And I fucking love Aaron. But that is the shittest take of all time. Both by Sean and by Aaron. And he can come back to me later on today because he knows where the microphone is. And I love my guy. But I think that's a crap take. What say you? Are we finally going to wear one of our away kits at Stoke City? I don't know. I hope so. It's part of the reason why they want to be part of Wrexham ambition and the story. But they also refuse when they take a look at our facilities. Well, I mean, it won't always be that way. Tuta pasa, this will pass. It won't always be that way. It will not always be that way. And Aaron goes on to say, well, we could be Watford. We could be Watford, which Aaron will take care of tonight on his show later on the Champ Chat show. Something about Scottsdale. Alan's in with the house. Good morning, Chief. Hope all is well. Well, all is well. We're doing our bit. We're doing bits, man. Listen, Alan, I'll tell you this right now. I told Aaron this earlier today, or yesterday, was it? This has been the shittest break. There's nothing going on out there. Nothing. But I just want to get through this. I want to get through this international break. I do. I'm ready to go for Stoke. I really am ready to go for Stoke. We're about to go in. We're going to have to get into it. When is the next international break? If someone could put it there. If you tell me it's in 9 years, I'd be so happy. But when is the next international break? Because this sucked. I'll tell you right now. I hope you're well, Alan. I think we're overlooking our possible cup run as well. Well, do we want to go on a cup run? We don't really have a large enough squad to do so. And frankly, I would say that some of the players in there, in the squad, might be moving out in January. I think we still need some upgrades in the squad, in my opinion. Wayne, who played professional rugby, he said, I went to a brand new club. We had 4 months to get ready from nothing. We played 2 trial matches. After 15 games, we were 12-1-2. You don't need 12 games to click. That's where I'm at. I want to remove the crutch, and I think we're going to come back after this against Stoke City. And yes, my expectations are us to go out and play better and win the football matches. I think we're going to figure it out. And I'm bullish because I do not want us to accept mediocrity. We didn't get here by expecting to be mediocre. That's what I'm saying. We could be Watford. That was Aaron said for sure. And evening, ladies and gents, what's going on, Steve Cooper? And calm before the storm, the international breaks. Yes, I think we are in this calm before the storm. I do. I think we're just leveling it out. Esteban's talking about baseball. 3 weeks till the next break. Oh, Aaron, why? 3 weeks? 3 weeks? Why? That's like we've had more time off than we had on the pitch. 3 friggin' weeks? That's terrible. Alan says, I hear that. Only thing that's keeping me going from the videos about the COP progress, bring on the footy. Yeah, the COP progress is coming. We talked about that briefly yesterday. It is coming along. It's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be Titty City. I love it. Sorry, I meant the Wales-Belgium game. Yes, there's apparently it's halftime in the Wales-Belgium game. I do not have it on. Andrew says, besides the building of the COP stand, I'm also fascinated in the building of the new academy and the training ground. The team has been very quiet with these projects, as they have. And John Elmer's in the house too. These international breaks are great for the team, but I need my Wrexham fix. 2 weeks is simply too long. It sucks, man. It sucks. I need a shot for it. Like, I really do. What else? The women did play this on the weekend though too. So what else is that? So Parkinson talking about catching up, being competitive in the league. We're gonna come back. We're gonna be firing. We're gonna be firing. I'm willing it to happen. I'm literally willing it to happen. Gonna come back. It's gonna be firing. I'm saying it right now. All right, another news. Moving on a little bit here. The ticket details from Middlesbrough. By the way, we've never played at Middlesbrough. This is in 2 weeks, I believe. Apparently, we have 2,118 tickets sold at Middlesbrough Stadium. What is it called here? What's at the Riverside Stadium too? Yeah, 2,118 tickets for the 25th game to go on sale on Tuesday, October 14th. So it was very, very good news for that. So make sure you get those on there too. Okay, what else? Let me see. I'm going to look at some notes here. The Stoke City, yeah, I'll talk about a little bit. Stoke City there too. Andrew says, look upon it. Josh, who you moving out in January? I'm moving out Elliot Lee and maybe Dan Scar to create room. I'm moving out Elliot Lee. I am. I want him to go play some football. Look at Jack Marriott. I think Elliot Lee, I'm surprised he stayed on hindsight. I mean, not that he hasn't played well in the cup matches, but I think Elliot Lee, if we're gonna invest in January, and I love him, he's great. But once you lose Paul Mullen, Elliot Lee can also go as well in that regard, because you've already hit peak guy on the side who's done so much scoring goals. I think it might be Elliot Lee, and then maybe Dan Scar. Those are the two I'd move out, and then I'd spend another $5 to $7 million in and invest in the side right there. That's what I would do. What do you think, Dr. J? Aaron says, since you said I had a shit take, you're required to come up on Champion Chat and defend that. Am I? Lose, draw, or win, whichever league Wrexham is in, I'm here at 2 a.m. in the mornings to support them. That's true. No one's saying we're not supporting them, but I still want to win. No, I still want to win. Hip Karma does wake up at stupid o'clock all the time to watch the games. All the time. I'm just a little more bullish in how I want the team to be, how I want to succeed. I want us to get promoted. That is my goal. I said it since day one of this season. I want us to get promoted. I know that's a huge feat, but I want the story. I don't want to sit back on our laurels. And, some people do that in life. I have at times, other people have it at times, but I think that we have the capability to do something really special. I think we have the talent to do it. I think we have the manager to do it. I think we have the owners to do it. I think the town is behind it. No one's ever going to go away from that. But my goal, what I like, this is how I support the team. I love it to death. I kick every fucking ball. You watch it happen. I want us to get promoted. I don't want to sit here and draw and lose games, but it's going to happen. We're going to do it. I want to continue the story. If it's not this season, I want it to be next season. But I think we can make the playoffs this season. I do. And I think we have an opportunity to go to something really, really special. And we have already. Trust me, I ran on the pitch. I was on the pitch, running on the pitch, allegedly, when we got promoted. One of the best days of my life. One of the best days of my life, other than my wedding. One of the best days of my life. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I think we can do it. Got to have someone take the player. Got to have someone to take the player. Remember, Josh, not as simple as just saying, so you can go, you can leave. Well, what League One side wouldn't take Elliot Lee? Come on. But yes, it is 3 sides. It is it's the player, and it's both clubs. There's 3 sides to that too. There is 3 sides. Hope you're doing well, my friend. How about the Joey Jones mural? It looked beautiful. Absolutely. It looked absolutely beautiful. Local pundit. So Dr. J says, I agree with Lee. Love the guy, but don't see a role for him in the squad. Scar, not a bad depth player, but also concerned Hardy might want to move if rumors are true. Yeah, I'm going to address that. I don't want Scar to go. And I haven't heard any deep thoughts on the Hardy moving on. But Hardy's not really getting a kick. He's not. Parkinson has set his sights on it's going to be the big man up front. It is. So Hardy was so early on in the transfer window. I think it was a first signing or second signing. Was it a first signing? And so maybe Parkinson didn't anticipate to be able to get in a key for more. Now, I think Hardy's a good player. I think he has a position in the team. But if Parkinson's going to move him on, is that true? I haven't heard those rumors. So, let me know if that's actually something that's going on. But I think you need to keep Hardy in the squad. I'd get rid of Elliott Lee. I'd get rid of Elliott Lee and Scar, and I don't know what's going on with what's his name there with Cody, but there's we don't know everything. But I would say I think J-Rod's done. He's obviously not on the squad because of injury or whatever that'll happen to him, so he's not going to be back. But Elliott Lee, for me, let him go play football somewhere. I think he can do it. You don't think he can play League One football? Of course he can. Hab says, I don't want to get promoted this season. Well, that's just that is okay. Why don't you just slam on your brakes at a green light, my friend? That is, but I'm Habs. You want to have your say? Just say drop a link. I'll do it. But that's like slamming on the brakes at a green light. I understand why you're saying it. And maybe I'm the dumb American, but I get it. But he has his reasons. Hardy was so cheap, we couldn't turn it down. That's true. Hardy back to Plymouth in January is where my money would be. You think so? Possibly. And John Elmer says, got to see one of the numerous players linked to Wrexham Portilla on Colombia's national team versus Mexico and wasn't impressed. Would rather have Shafe. Shafe's doing very well. Shafe's doing really well. I think he's still coming back. Parkinson is managing his minutes. I think he says he's at the 65-minute mark. And he has brought in Matty James from that too. But yeah, listen, I love all the takes. I love my takes. I love all you takes. This is great. And granted, this is not going to be like the regular seasons that we had last season, where it's like, this is going to be a struggle. But why not keep continuing to go? We're always going to support the team, and I like that. More realistic stuff from League One, the championship so big. Yes, it is a big one. Everyone says that, but not impossible, my friend. I think Cody's beginning his transition to tactics data team. Why would you sign him? We spent money on Esteban. There's no way. You think that quickly will turn this about? I don't know. John Merrill, I understand, John, but I'm like Josh. I want us to always go for it. Yeah, if you don't go for it, you're a steady state. You don't. I mean, like I said, I get it. It's got to be hard and almost impossible, but nothing is unachievable. Nothing is unachievable. When we come back, I think we're going to hit the ground running. I feel it. I just have that feel. That Wrexham magic is there. I'll back our team to the hill all the time. Now, granted, during the 90 minutes, you see me go like this, like this. I am on the Orca in Jaws, and we're going through it. But always back this club. Always feel like we're going to go on and win. That's where I'm at. When is Ollie Rathbone back? Any news? No news. Dude, that's the problem, Alan. There's been no effing news at all. There's nothing. There's even our shows are bullshit. Even our fucking local pundit shows are bullshit with no real news to offer anybody that's solid, that's there. What? There's not, I've never seen it this dry for news outlets, for news on there too. And normally we should have like interviews going on, but no one's really out there. But I think everyone's on a break. Everyone's taking that mental break. But anyway, we'll get, as soon as you do, we'll get it. Andrew sees everyone wants to go up, but there's a difference in wanting and expecting. John Merrill. And Carpe Diem. Yep, absolutely. If Cody's not producing on the field the way they expected, and he brings value to the coaching team, he's just as important. Why the heck not? I still think Cody has a place in the team. I think Cody got a bad rap. I think he had a bad couple games. I think Cody had a bad rap. Bad couple games. And Parkinson. We talk about him. Parkinson is very loyal to his squad. But when he drops somebody, he dropped Scar last year like that. and he brought back in O'Connell. So yeah. Let me see here. Know your shoes are bullshit. Me and John are gonna deliver gold at the championship. My shows. Oh, my shows are bullshit. There you go. Well, Aaron, talking about. Let's see. Mike Shane says it seems like money out the window when you give players 2 to 3 year contracts and they dump them after a year. But we couldn't count on jumping leagues so quickly and need to upgrade. No, I think that's a very fair point. And Parks had made some good points here too. We're moving so fast at a clip, that we're having to catch up. That's why I'm saying the elastic band. We're stretching the elastic band out so much, and it hasn't snapped. So let's keep stretching it as far as we can. What's the worst that can happen? Honestly, what the F are we so afraid of if we do get promoted? Like if we do go up, what's the worst that can happen? We get our asses kicked. Derby had 11 points. You come back down. We get 40 million pounds. What's the worst that can happen? Come on. It's a great story. And I think we have the players to do it. I do. Nikki D, me either, Josh. It usually never goes more than 2 days without something happening, right? It's been a dry spell. Right, got to run. Hopefully to see you all for Champ Chat later. Oh, John Merrill, and they're gonna stick the boot in. They're absolutely gonna stick the boot in on me. John and Aaron are completely gonna stick the boot in for sure. Dr. J says Cody started strong and had a bad game or two right when we got Heim, so who has been solid. Parker always plays in form player. Yes, he does. And George Thomason is the forgotten man. There you go. O'Connell Auto Parts. There you go. Anyways, that's a quick show for today. Again, making love out of nothing at all. There you go. Is that heart? I don't know. I miss doing the shows with a lot of good stuff. I want to give you all hot takes and give my opinion, even if no one agrees with it. But it's good to have a conversation piece. But yeah, I think we're going to come back. I think it's time to wake up, and it's going to be the Wrexham push, post push, and I think it's going to start against Stoke. I thought we were going to do it last time, but I feel we're going to come back. We're going to be gelling, and I think we have no excuses now to not go out and perform because we do have a championship level team at this point, and we have a championship level manager. So let's do that. Paul Kelly says we can end up like Sheffield United, maybe. Well, they still got up there. Listen, it's going to be another 100 M's maybe. Hab says everything went horribly wrong, and everything will go horribly wrong and end up yo-yoing, and it's not good for the squad morale. Okay, you think Norwich is a club that they're yo-yoing and they're not happy as shit? I think they have a different model. Leicester City, they look fine to me. I don't know. I don't know. These are takes that are weird, but interesting. I just have a different take on it. Going up and going down, that's I get it. That's not great. You want to stay in the league. I get it. But Norwich seemed fine. Norwich seemed fine. They got money to spend. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand that. What's wrong with yo-yoing sometimes? I'd like to stay in the league. Yes, about the investment. I think we have one of the smartest owners. Two owners in world football. I do. It's because it's not just about singular things. They're doing things outside the box, which I think make it fun, and that's why we all love this team. Rathbone has registered according to Michael Williams. Okay, as the 25th spot. There we go. Rathburn has been registered in the 25th spot, according to Michael Williams. And Eric Hahn says roller coasters are fun. And thanks, Josh, up to town. You're very welcome. During the dry spells, I would like to learn more about you, what your real job is. Oh, wow. What your real job is and what you do. You've got a base that wants to know you better. You could be a personality. Ask me anything. I think I've been really open, but happy to do that during the dry spells. Happy to do that. Yeah, we had an AMA the other day. Really did. I live in Los Angeles. There we go. It's been a roller coaster. In fact, we're in pre-production on a TV show called Bush League about indoor soccer in the 1980s. That's something we're doing. But It's a lot of other shit going on. But yes, happy to be more open and talk to all about that too. Leap and Sarah says, thanks, Josh. Hope your day goes well. I noticed you're holding the little mouse. Yes. Got the little mousies right there. Yep. This is Salem's and this is Banks' mouse. And then they're right there. Hold on. If I can shit. How do I turn this? There you go. There you go. Both good. So thank you very much, Sleep and Sarah. We didn't spend 30 minutes to be relegated. 30 million being relegation scrap. Have to think this is a mid-table playoff push. I think so too. He was almost Superman once. And what color is your hair dye? I'm losing my hair for God's sakes. The Chief is already a personality, if you ask me. I love y'all. Y'all are great. And y'all kept me through a very difficult time in the past 6 months. And I appreciate that. Anyways, let's get out of here because Aaron's going to come kick the boot in about, I think, 90 minutes or so. Actually, an hour from now on Champ Chat. Him and John are going to crush it, as they always do. Yeah, let's get out of this international break. Let's get out of this. Let's go. But I think we're going to come back. And I think it's time to wake up. Time to put the team on there. And let's go win some football matches. And again, to hit Carver's point, win, lose, or draw, we will always be here. But I want to go win the game, and I want to win these games. I think we can do it. I think we have the squad to do it. So let's go out and do this. All right. Anyways, thank you, everybody. Smash that like button, subscribe, share it out. Let's go. Can we get to 3,000? We are like 90 away from 3,000 in one. 90 away from 3,000. Nikki, Paul Kelly, cheers, Josh. Cheers to you too. 90 away. 90 away. Let's do it. Good day, everyone. Yes, thank you, Esteban. On that bombshell. Hold on one second. Last one. Steve Cooper. Great show as always. Thank you, Steve. Happy to do it. Love doing this, everybody. It's something that's kept me going. And the good times are coming, says Eric Hahn. Yes. And on that bombshell, we will see y'all soon.